Hello everyone, welcome back. Today we're going to be teaching you how to do effects for your alpha, your beta, and your gamma. I'm so glad that I waited to make this video because a talented individual known as Dom came forward and created a thing called Braken. Braken's a new application that made it easier to do your effects for My Hero Ultra Rumble, because before we used a thing called Particle Editor. Granted, it got the job done, but it was super tedious and super annoying. I would not recommend it for anyone. But this makes it so much easier and it makes it streamlined, and you can even directly pack it into a file right after you're done. It's amazing, but again, let me digress and say this is a beginner guide. I will not go super in depth into it, as there is a video by Les, I believe in Endeavor HQ, that goes a little more in depth than I do. But again, I want to be able to spoon feed it to you guys, so without further ado, I hope you enjoy the video. If you can give me a like and a subscribe, that would mean the world to me, and I hope you have a great rest of your day. Enjoy. Alright, so where to find Braken? Braken is pretty easy to find because it's an Endeavor HQ exclusive, to my knowledge as of right now. It was meant to help out the modders here in Endeavor HQ, which is big shout out to Lethal and Zol, obviously, for hosting everything for modding, and also big shout out to Dom, or Special Motherfucker on Discord, for being an awesome dude and allowing me to work with them a little bit on making this guide and also to showcase or test it out. So I think it's super awesome that he allowed me to do it. So in mod library here, you have all these different tabs, obviously, and inside info and VFX will be where your Braken will be in, right? So Les has already done a tutorial how to do it, the plain basics of how to set up Braken and how to edit character effects. So please go watch the video on Les if you guys want more. I believe they're more detailed than I'm gonna be. So please send them some love. They're another modder, and modders that help out each other, I will always back them up, bro. So shout out to Les as well. So here is Braken. All right, Dom, as I mentioned earlier, Dom does a bunch of patches, which are sometimes like within the days of each other, you know what I mean? So he did this one that day, and then he did this. And again, Les is the GOAT for helping and always suggesting stuff and, you know, bringing this out. So what you can do is, well, obviously download Potato Dangerous download. I know someone actually told me that when they saw that in one of my videos, they got really scared and they didn't want to get a virus. I assure you, if I show you something to download, I am not making you download anything dangerous, okay? And I explain why, and I'll show you even now, like I'll keep my mouse moving so you know that the video's not cut, that everything that I download in my videos, I use. I don't show you anything different. I download them, I keep them, I use them, you know, so continue to download. So here's Braken. As you can see, I already downloaded them before because of the patches. So open up, here it is. I'm gonna take it to my new effects folder because this is where I keep all my stuff organized. I don't like everything in the download folder. Please don't have your stuff in the download folder. That can brick your shit. So please move them to a location that you can trust and rely on, because it's important. So we're gonna unzip it here. So when it wants to unzip, extract here. Boom. Oh, and Dom actually added the pack files, which is super fucking awesome. Appreciate him for doing this because it makes it easier to also connect it to where you can just do your VFX here. So big shout out again to him. He's worked super hard on this and I love it. So this is the Avalonia.exe. Also Emerald is the one who named it, so it's funny here. So here it says Windows protected your PC. So Microsoft Defenders, you know, scans it, says that it's a virus. It's not a virus, or it doesn't know what it is. The reason why is because if you notice, the publisher is unknown. The publisher is unknown, so it's gonna say, hey, it's an error, or that it's being modified, whatever. It's not. I promise you, it is safe, 100% safe. It's just because it's an unknown publisher. You know what I mean? When you don't know someone, you typically don't trust them. But don't worry, this is just Dom. You know, shout out to Dom again. I'm gonna put here. We're gonna change his name right here. Future me, can you edit it here, please, to make sure it says Dom? All right, thank you. So run anyway. We're gonna run it, and boom, simple as that. No jumps, no cuts, no anything. It's all here. So now, pack directory, or what packs you want to use. You put your directory right here, which is Steam, Apps, Common, My Hero, Ultra Rumble. You know, it's just your pack folder. And then you ask your name for entry. It's going to say save games. It's going to be My Hero, Ultra Rumble, because that's what it's, you know, saved as. This is the AAC key. This is where you put it at. Some mods, if the people lock them, wouldn't need an AAC key, but most of the time, if you're editing another person, like another modder's pack, it won't be locked at all. But in case you need the AAC key, the same way where we get it for F model, you just go ahead and go into Unreal. Sorry. You go into the Discord, and you go ahead and just grab it from the data mining part, which is right here. Data mining, AAC key for, you know, but right here for F model, because these two are the same. It's just this one's a little more cooler looking, so we're gonna pick this one. So I'm gonna leave this one on screen for you. So if you guys need to type it, copy it, I'll put a description or a link in the description where the code is, so you can just read it there. That's the AAC key. And then from there, you're ready to start using Braken. It's pretty simple. Oh, wait. We're not ready to use Braken. So an unengine version, you probably have unknown, like this one. This is unknown. All you're gonna do is delete it, put 4 underscore and then 27. And that's the game Unreal, because that's our engine. Add an update and press OK. Ta-da! It is done. Okay. Pretty simple. Simple. So from that, you're ready to start editing files. Okay. So we're gonna go ahead and start setting up to use Braken. I'm gonna go ahead and make a Nedgery mod. So we're gonna I'm gonna copy this real quick. Copy this, paste it here, and we're gonna do Nedgery mod. Nedgery recolors. You know what? Let's do it like the Pepsi's, because Pepsi recently made a mod and I really love it. So we're gonna put it in here. So this is where we're gonna copy this, and we're gonna put save to here. So save to this file, optional. Paste. So I pasted it. Saved folder optional here. First, you're gonna go ahead and open up F model. All right. Go into Hero versus Games. Hero versus Games again. Content, character, and you're gonna have a bunch of characters. Obviously, I don't think I gotta explain to you. You've been experiencing modding, but in case you guys don't know, or this is your first time doing modding in general, each number represents a player. Okay, so 1 is Deku, 2 is Bakugo, 3 is Ochako, 4 is Shoto, 5 is Sui, 6 is Ida, 7 is Genki, 8 is Kirishima, 10 is Momo, 11 is Tokoyami, because Tokoyami is the newest one I can remember, 12 is Izawa, I believe, 13 is All Might, 15 is Shigaraki, 16 is, am I really going to say all these? 16 is All for One, 17 is Dabi, 18 is Toga, 23 is Endeavor, 24 is Lemillion, 25 is Nedgery, 26 is Tokoyami, 34 is Hawks, 37 is Twice, 38 is Compress, 43 is Overhaul, 46 is Twice, I think. Did I say Twice? No, this got to be Compress. Is it Compress? I probably said one of these wrong. This is not Compress. This is Kendo, because I saw a variation. This is Kendo, right? It's Kendo. Okay, I thought so. And then 100 is Mount Lady, and so on and so forth. Okay. Anyways, so you're gonna grab the character that you want. So in this case, I want Nedgery. So we're gonna open up Nedgery. Then you're gonna have effects. All right. Listen, effects are stored in 2 places. If they have variation, okay, variation. If anyone doesn't know what that means, it means a quirk set. Okay, Nedgery has a quirk set. All right, so it's variation 0 is what it's called, or you just don't even call it. It's just called the base set, but it's called variation 0. All right, the next one, which is support Nedgery, is variation 1. So we look at Shiggy, which is 15, right? He has variation. He has variation 1, which is catastrophic, and variation 2, which is the, I don't even know the actual name for it, just Tech Shigaraki. So strike, assault, and then tech. All right, so this one is support. So obviously, each of them had different meshes, effects, whatever. I want support Nedgeray. So we're gonna open up variation, and then we'll go to effects. Okay, inside effects, you're gonna get a long list. All right, don't panic, relax. All right, I'm explaining to you which each of these are. Not actually, I don't know what some of these are, but I can tell you how to tell what these may do. All right, so first off, emoji. Emoji means emoji. What can emoji mean? Emoji can mean lots of things, but we put our little brain cells together, we're going to figure out that it probably means pictures. You know, emoticons, emojis. Get what I mean? So whenever you do an attack, such as you use gamma for overhaul, for support overhaul, it says destroy. If you use Deku's like slam, I believe it's slam or like stomp, it does smash. Same with, you know, all my when you do the fire, it does the, you know, the fire effects, the floosh, shut that. This is what that emoji is, okay? So we can't mess with these, okay? We can, but we're not going to, all right? We're not fucking with these. Fuck these, we don't care, all right? We're gonna move on to the next ones. Right here, skill 1, then you have skill 2, right? And then you have skill 3, and then you have special action. I think you know what special action is, but in case you guys don't know what special action is, it's a special ability you can do that is not affected by Izawa, okay? And is only affected by Young AFO if he hits you with his special action. So skill 1, if you connect the dots with that one, is your alpha, is your shooting button. It's the one that Ida uses to kick people in the air, which, well, he has a lot actually. Never mind. So that's a bad example, but it's his A, okay, his alpha. So then his skill 2, you guessed it, beta. Oh, I just knocked my phone. Beta, all right. So B, all right. So we're going with beta again. That's his, you know, his fucking roundhouse kick basically. My head fucking hurts, holy shit. Skill 3 is gamma, all right. Gamma, if you guessed it, gamma. Yeah, so that's what skill 3 is. And then they kind of go with it. All right, so we're gonna go to skill 1 because that's the one I want. So there's skill 1, aiming L1. Okay, so we break down the wording. Let's break down the first part. PS means particle system. All right, as it says right here at the bottom, right here, particle system. PS CHO25. That's character 25. That's Nedgeray. V1 is the quirk set. All right, that's the identifier for the quirk set. Skill 01, meaning this is for the aiming of alpha, when you aim in with alpha. Okay, and obviously aiming is aiming. I mean, bullet is bullet, and then hit means when it's on impact. L1 is level 1. What is classified as level 1 is level 1 through 4. Okay, 1 through 4. Level 2 or L2 is level 4 to 8. That's when the color changes, if you notice. And then L3, and if anyone, for the people in the back who guessed it, means level 9, okay? That's what L3 means. It means level 9. So if you want to change how it looks for all levels, you have to change all 3 of these, and that includes every other one. Yes, it's a bit tedious, but that is how we do it. But you can actually do bulk editing, which luckily enough Braken offers. So let's go ahead, and I'm gonna do it this way. This is how I did it when I first started learning how to do it, and it's kind of an old habit. I just do it because I feel like it's more effective this way. But again, you can literally make it that Braken fully by using, you know, open from pack, open folder, browse folder. They can pull it directly and make it for you, but I'm doing it this way. Okay, so I'm gonna raw export it, and then I'm gonna get it. Okay, if it lets me get it. Great. So I'm maxed out of F model because I don't need F model anymore. So in the package, with Nedgeray recolor, I made, as you saw earlier, I made it. So hero versus games, content, character 25, variation 1, effects, and effect, right? So that is what, so look at it here. The Nedgeray thing, right? Hero versus games, content, character 25, variation 1, effect. Again, hero versus content, character 25, variation 1. That's good. That's all good for me. So we're going to drop this inside. It's going to say it's duplicated because I already had one in here. And remember, I recorded this before and I lost it because I was muted, all right? So bear with me. So now it's here. Now we're going to put it in Braken. But before we put it in Braken, down here, okay, make sure you have colors show and tray right here. It says view, colors on. Okay. Sometimes you might have it enable scalars. Don't have it on because unless you know what you're doing. Okay. If you don't know what you're doing, that's probably why you're here. Don't turn that on. All right. The reason why, if you do turn it on and then you plug in 45,000 of these, you know, you think of like 87 of these and you put them all in at the same time, it's going to brick it. It's going to brick Braken, and it's just, you're not going to have a good time. Okay. So make sure you only have colors on. From there, you're going to grab it and you drop it in. Boom. That's simple. Can you believe it? We're halfway done. I know. Easy with the cheering. All right. And dude, forgive me. This is 4 in the morning when I'm recording this. So I've been amped up a little bit. All right. So you may see a lot of this and you really deciding either one. You're going to quit modding and put quit modding in your bio, or you're probably going to close this video and leave immediately. Hold on. Slow your roll. I got a simple solution for you. You just ignore the rest of this bullshit. All this right here, we're ignoring it. The only one we got to worry about is this part right here where it says particle. I wish I can highlight it. But particle module color over life. This entire box, this one right here, all this red you see here is the only one we care about. All right. And funny enough, when you select it like this, that's shift click. All right. From the first one and the last one, and you shift click everything. Not only that, you can also do bulk edit. Select it, and then you can pick a color for each of these, but we're not going to do that. The reason why is because I'm about to show you something about it. Okay, we're going to go ahead and pick out this gold color right here. All right, I'm going to click this one, and this one, right? And let's go ahead and change a little bit more. We'll do this whole top row. Fine, about like this one right there. All right, I don't know what any of these do. I'm assuming. Okay, if you want to do the test and go through each individual one, by all means, I recommend it. Write them down. You know what I mean? It is annoying to do it, but I recommend doing that. That's what I did when I first started. But in this case, I really don't care for the colors. So we're going to change it, selected, right? And you can do, and you get this menu, right? You got to pick a color, right? In this case, I want it blue. I want this baby blue, right? Or just dark blue. So you can do only change hues. So that means this color is only going to change the hues with this blue. You can change only the saturation. You can change only the value. And earlier I mentioned it goes by, I don't know if I did mention it. You know what? Probably in the last video. I mean, in the early recording. But the way our colors work is by RGBA. As you can see right here. R means red. G means green. B means blue. And A, if you guess the color, that's correct. Alpha. What? I'm joking. Alpha means opacity. Opacity is what makes it invisible or not invisible. That's it. Okay, so 0 means nothing or black, and 1 means white or shows. Okay, so that's why you see some of these are white and some of them black. Black means you can't see it, white means you can't see it. Okay, then you also have use multiply. Okay, use multiply means instead of being a solid color, like a solid blue, which now thinking about it, I probably shouldn't not because I'm doing a solid color, so I don't want it to be a solid color. I want it to be kind of like pretty-ish. I don't want it solid. I'm going to do it a little lighter. But if you use multiply, right? Multiply will make it that, like you're painting, right? You're going to get like the red paint and you put it on your paper. Then you get a blue paint and you put it on that same red paper. It's going to make purple instead. Okay? That's what it means. So this blue is going to go on that yellow and it's going to make a green. Okay? If you need more help with color theory, look up a video. I am not teaching color theory. That is one of the worst things I would never teach that. That is terrible. But that's color theory. You can add apply hue adjustments to color. So this color would apply, hue adjustments to that. You can set the values for the scalars, multiply. But if you don't know what this is, leave it alone. Okay? You don't need to mess with it. So this is, it's ready to apply. So we apply. There we go. Again, so we're going to go ahead and pick these colors. I wanted actually, go ahead and pick these yellows, and I'm just going to get this red right here. Bulk, selected, pick a color. I'm going to do like a light red. Got to match the Pepsi. And then with the white ones, I know they're white. I don't know what these are going to do, but we're going to learn together. Get this one as well. Bulk edit, select it. Remember, I said black means it cannot be seen. Okay? Even though it says alpha is being shown, it's not going to be shown. All right? So we want to make sure that, so the way to kind of make it, you're going to have to make it a little higher. So that's be it. If you want to make something black, then use multiply with the gray. Okay, so that might help out. But we're gonna do a little bit of gray. We're gonna see what it does. And now, when you're done, you scroll back up and you put save. That's it. You're done. Simple as that. Easy as pie. All right. Thank you. Thank you. Hold your round of applause. All right. After you're done with this, all right. If you look inside your folder, that is my OBS. You see that it has been baked. I'm gonna go ahead and delete this. It's a habit. I probably shouldn't, but I do it anyways. Okay. I do it because I don't need, because I just feel like it like adds more stuff to into my folder, which I don't want it to. I don't want it to be 1,000 kilobytes. So look, again, we're gonna test it. I'm gonna put it back in. See, it's still there. That worked. Amazing. So we're gonna go back in here, grab my file, unpack with compression, and boom, bada bing, you are done. All right, and look, we kept the kilobytes low. Perfect. Now we just put it into the game, or put it into our mod folder. So grab your handy dandy mod folder, grab your colors, and I'm gonna rename this so I know where it's at. Perfect. I'll see you in game. All right, so we're in game. So now we're gonna aim. Oh wow, that looks pretty nifty. Oh, that looks pretty cool. And remember, I only did the aiming. What the hell? Oh.
How'd you like this?
Oh, you know what? I probably have. So from earlier, again, like I mentioned, that I recorded earlier and the footage didn't save. And so, or the footage did save. It's just, it was muted the entire time and I didn't explain shit. So this got to thing. So this is what the old one used to look like.
Won't let you.
So when you
Not
shoot,
enough energy.
And that's how you change colors. Okay. So I'm going to start doing it at the very end of my videos, that I'll kind of give you like some common things that may happen if you're running into issues. For example, Nedgery, and this is only for quirk sets. Quirk sets, all right? If your character has a quirk set and you're trying to change the quirk set effect, and it's not changing, as you see a little bit earlier, my Nedgery still has the gold on her, even though in the video we changed all the gold. The reason being is because the effects are shared between both variations. For example, this is, so we have the normal Nedgery and then we have the support. So tech and support use the same files. Obviously they're the same. So her effects normally will be in here. So this is the effect folder for hers. All right. So I would probably change the aiming one to fix the one that you see on screen right now. So if something's not changing on a variation, change it in the normal one. I know for Rapid Might it does it. I know for Hawks it does it. I know for Denki it does it. So everybody that has a variation, you need to change it from the original one. Okay. It takes a little tweaking, but that is one of the fixes. I know I should have, I'm saying this now in case I get any messages saying that like, hey, I changed it, but it didn't change. That's the issue. Another issue is that if the color is absolute, meaning that like Denki's Lightning's yellow, that one might have issues. Dobby's Flames might have issues because fire in general is hard-coded. So fire will not change color. Unless you're lucky enough to get it to change, then, you know, by all means. There's some effects that will not change. So just be mindful of that when you're trying to change it, all right? Hey guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. It was pretty simple, I think, how to change effects. Take it slow, don't be afraid to experiment. And please, please, please remember that this is a beginner only guide. This is not super in depth. I do not show the full capabilities of Braken, as I feel like it might have overwhelmed some people. So in case, again, it's very top of the iceberg kind of thing. Try not to go too in depth, but I hope, you know, to see some of your guys' creations. And again, this is available in Endeavor HQ. And I want to say a special thank you to everyone that shows support as of this morning. 341 subscribers. I cannot do this without you guys. It means the absolute world that you guys seem to enjoy my content. Again, if you have any feedback or anything you guys want to know, please leave it down below. And I hope to see you guys later. Ciao.
You just stole my kill. You just stole my kill.
Bro, fuck you.
You just stole my kill.
What was my kill, by the way?
Oh, heaven.